So something I realized was a lot of times who you think you are is who you become. What up, y'all? So I wanted to make this video because a while ago I made a video talking about my depression, anxiety, and a lot of people in person for like a year afterwards will come up to me and be like, that video you made actually really helped me out. It really blah 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 blah. And I was like, whoa, what the crap? Like, people actually give a damn and like people actually resonate with what I'm saying. It's a true miracle to me. So I wanted to make a kind of revamped and new part 2 to that, if you will, where I give my thoughts on kind of mental health and like where I'm at. I don't really feel the need to be somebody I'm not on this channel. Like, I feel like we've already built such a nice community of people who get us, and I'm trying to show people like you don't gotta put on an act to have other people like you. Like, you can really be yourself, and that's like okay. I just have to say, look at it. Is it capturing on film? Let me see how good that fucking sky look. The best things in life are free. It don't look good on camera because you can't. It doesn't really translate well, but think about this. We live in the most advanced world ever. We have the internet. We have the best medical technology, the best everything, the best entertainment, whatever, the best YouTubers who make the best music. People are still unhappy. People still feel unfulfilled. Why is that? Well, let's get into it. So when I first made that anxiety video a while back, I was definitely in a rough spot. Like, my diet was crap. Everything was pretty bad for me. I was definitely fighting some demons. That's what it felt like. Now, as time has gone on and I've learned some more things, I want to say this. If y'all aren't like struggling mentally or have nothing that you're worrying about, then this probably ain't the video for you. Like, y'all can bounce off and head to another video. But for anybody who's like, you know, going through a breakup, struggling mentally, that like you feel like you're depressed or you're anxious or you haven't been sleeping right, here's what I'll say. The first step in that is you need to take care of the low-hanging fruit first. Man, I feel terrible and I can't seem to feel any better. What do you eat on a daily basis? How often do you go to the gym? How much sunlight do you get every day? How many friends do you have that you speak to? How much water are you drinking a day? Are you sitting watching the news and on your phone all day, staring at a screen all day? Because a lot of times, like, depression and anxiety can literally be damn near eliminated by just fixing your lifestyle choices. So I'm not even gonna go into all that because that's just basic common knowledge. Man, I feel like crap every day. I just stare at my phone screen all day and eat junk food and don't get sunlight and don't go to the gym. Well, of course you're gonna feel crappy. So let's assume you fix those things, you're guaranteed to feel better. That's just science for you. I still go to the gym, I still have a good friend network, whatever, and things can still be rough and I can still feel anxious. I almost had a panic attack recently. So something I realized was a lot of times who you think you are is who you become. I was like, wait a minute. I would constantly introduce myself, or like in social situations or conversations with people, I'd say, oh yeah, I have an anxiety problem. And I would label myself as like the anxiety guy. Oh, I struggle with that. Oh, I have a depression problem. I don't want to be this person. My first step was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna forget that word even exists. Anxiety, depressive feelings, whatever. I'm gonna forget that and lose it out of my vocabulary. It's like, well, if you keep telling yourself this story about why you're so broken, you're gonna keep being broken because it's just, well, this is just me. I'm just the guy with anxiety. So I said, you know what? I don't have no anxiety problem. I'm good. And some people might say, oh, well, I really do. Well, the bottom line of what I'm saying on this point is you don't like depression and you don't like anxiety. So why do you keep standing up for it and saying, well, that's what I have that. I'm depressed, Rhino. Why are you standing up for it like it's your best friend, trying to defend it? Well, I do have it. It's here and it's here to stay. Well, with that logic, it probably is. There's people who take pills for it and it solves it completely for their depression, for their anxiety. That's not the route I chose to take because that shit, bro, I do not with no pills. Truthfully, it is in your head. Some people, again, I'm not talking about the people who are clinically depressed, who have like medical problems, brain rewiring issues. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about people like me who struggled through things and had panic attacks and couldn't sleep. So I just constantly try to remind myself, stop rooting for anxiety. Stop labeling yourself. Instead of saying, I'm the guy with anxiety, I have anxiety. Nope. That's not me. I'm a dope ass MFer. I just happen to be struggling a little bit right now. I just say, oh yeah, I'm going through a little rough patch right now, but I'm motherfucking bouncing back. I ain't even worried. There's people who use religion to get out of their depressive states. They go to rehabs and that helps them. There's people who change their diet, do a gym thing, they find a new passion, a new hobby, and then their brain is too busy having fun, doing a new hobby, doing a new task, living their new life, and then they forget about how messed up their head was. I know that my life specifically has been a bunch of ups and downs, like a bunch of roller coasters. It feels like a roller coaster. You have good days, you have bad days, but no longer do I label myself as a victim. Oh, I'm broken. I'm a broken individual. I'm a broken soul, and I'm fighting demons every day. I'm not gonna play that role, because the second you like give up power and play the victim, you'll be playing the victim forever. Every problem that I go into it with I'm gonna kick this thing in the ass. I've already struggled with all types of addictive things, and the unfortunate reality is that nobody's gonna come and save you and help you. You're not gonna watch a self-help video and it's gonna zing and it's gonna change your life forever. Only you are gonna be able to get yourself out of the rut you're in. And unfortunately, the sad reality is I wouldn't say most people, but a lot of people never get out of their slump. They never do it because it was just too tough for them. I have chosen to not be one of those people. And a lot of things I'm saying here, well, it's easier said than done to start eating right, go to the gym, start making friends, speaking to people, see a therapist. When you take a proactive stance towards things in life, everything's gonna get better. So I could sit here and generate a bunch of wonderful quotes and wonderful inspiration on this video. That would be great. There could be people that watch this and internalize it and think, wow, that really helped me. Stop playing the victim. That was the big thing that I learned. I'd be sitting here like listening to sad music, feeling down on myself, thinking of all the terrible things. Can you believe this person did this to me? This is so unfair. There were all these completely valid reasons to be upset, getting thrown at me, reasons to give up, reasons to stop going. This was so unfair, this is so mean, these people are so evil. I could keep telling myself that story and just keep playing the victim, and then where the hell is that gonna lead me? Probably to more victimhood and more sadness, and it'll be this never-ending loop. If you are going through breakup, a depressive mood right now, and I'll say for one, I've dealt with the panic attacks, can't breathe, no appetite, can't sleep, blurred vision. That was my big thing. I still deal with it damn near almost every day. Whenever I get anxious or stressed, my vision gets all weird. I feel like I have drunk goggles on. To all the people who are going through something, number one, don't label yourself as broken. You're not. You're just going through a rough patch right now. If you stay consistent with good habits, before you know it, you'll be out of the rough patch. You'll be like, oh shit, I'm feeling good now, what the heck? Nobody's gonna come and save you and give you a magic wand, bink, over your dome and make you feel better. It's only gonna be you. I saw this, it was in a book. Don't tell people any bad news about you. Don't tell people the problems you're facing, because 90% of people don't care about your problems, and the 10% of people are glad they're happening to you. Wherever you're at in your journey, you can choose the victim, woe is me, I'll never be better mentality with things. Well, Rhino, what you said is easier said than done. Well, my situation's different. Well, this is that. You can keep telling yourself that story until the cows come home. Or you can say, hey, things are messed up. I've been dealt a bad hand. I feel pretty down and out right now. I'm gonna bounce back. I'm gonna become the best version of myself. I'm gonna change my mind. That's the differentiating factor of people who win and who lose in life, is the people who decide that they're not gonna be losers. I might do another video about this, because I kind of just rambled. Drop in the comments how you guys are feeling about this. I was just watching the clips back that you just watched, and it's like, you know, I say stuff, oh, the people who win and lose in life, it's people who decide to win. It's like, well, Rhino, what about people who are poor and don't have money? And it's like, yeah, I know all the different, like different problems that people have. I'm giving you guys kind of my perspective on things. I don't think I would claim to be the all-knowing being, or I know everything. Bro, I'm 24, I'm just a youngin' just trying my best to navigate through life. These are just principles that I tell myself that work for me. So if If you decide to listen to them and you like them, then great. If you hate me, then sorry. But here was the thesis of what I was trying to say through this whole video. Like, if you can take away one thing from this video, don't baby yourself. Don't keep throwing yourself pity parties. Everyone goes through bad experiences, financial issues, and all type of problems, and depression, and anxiety, and panic attacks, and all that stuff. When you baby yourself, I feel like that's the recipe for disaster. The concept of mental health is really getting talked about nowadays. People might think it's okay to kind of, just woe is me. You have to be hard on yourself if you want to get out of a tough situation. Like, I think that's what people forget is like, yo, you gotta like actually rough them, tough them. Rob's in here.
Y'all call me or was I tripping?
Yes. I'm wrapping up the anxiety vlog. You were talking about how people, like kids, get babied in sports nowadays.
Oh, today?
Yes.
Yes.
Give me a concise version of what you were telling me.
What was I saying earlier? A lot has changed when it comes to kids and I guess discipline, and I don't know, there was a couple things. One of them being, I was in sports back then, or even before us, it was probably even worse. I was talking to my friend and he was like, I went to my nephew's game. Kids were like not getting any repercussion for what they were doing. If they were messing up on the field, it was like, oh, okay, yeah, just kind of like babying them.
What you're saying is, back in the olden days, which I would agree with, playing sports specifically, we're talking about sports, and it low-key was everything back then. People were harder on you. If you mess up, you're getting punished. You gotta fucking meet this standard, or like,
then nowadays
people
it's just soft. Like, you have to baby everybody because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or you don't want them to think of you a certain way.
I'm telling people not to baby themselves. Like,
Rob, everything's going so bad right now. My girl not texting me, and this happened, and I haven't been sleeping. I'm depressed, Rob. Help.
recognize that, you know, you're feeling a certain way. Be tough enough to like try to get yourself out of the situation and not doing the woe is me card pity party. Back then they were tough on you. Nowadays it's like, it's okay, Johnny, goof off and you don't have to try hard, and if you don't score, it's okay, we're all winners. No, you're not gonna win if you don't push yourself. I don't think LeBron James got where he is by being babied. Oh, LeBron, you're fine. Even if you don't do that well, you're still the best.
Yeah, you'll get a lot further if you kind of have that harsh truth, or even that realization of like, oh, I need to be better.
If you grew up in a bubble wrap room
and then you step into the real world and it's like,
how? It hurts more. That's why your hands get calluses when you weight lift from the bar, because your body puts the protection on your thing so then you can now lift more weight. If you have China doll hands like me, then you can't lift any weight. If you guys are struggling, it's okay. A lot of people struggle with all different things. Take it upon yourself to not play the victim card, because you can do it. It's so easy to play the victim card and talk about how bad your situation is. That's not gonna make your situation any better.
Try to learn from your like failures, I guess, would be the big message. And
subscribe and do the like thing. I took the dislikes off because it hurt people's feelings, Rob.
do you think they'll bring it back though? I think they're gonna bring it back.
You think so? They took the lights off of Instagram. They took the lights off because
I don't get enough likes. I feel bad now.
I kind of want to see the likes.
yeah, are you lit or are you not?
Facts.
Because then you're just gonna think like, oh, all my videos just get likes. Like, no one dislikes my videos.
Right?
It kind of is a good way to gauge it, like, okay, no one likes this video, so let me not upload that. But they're gonna see like, oh, they like this one. Well, yeah, that's all you can do.
That's it. Love y'all.
Be positive though. Bye.